YouTube. If you are new here, hi, my name is Michelle Ferré and I'm a 4th grade teacher in Maryland. I thought I was tired yesterday. I am even more tired today. All this week, because I'm so busy with like back to school stuff, I've been getting into bed at like midnight and I know it's not good, so I need to fix that. However, I'm up and I get to meet my students today. It is Meet the Teacher and I'm honestly really excited. I remember my first couple of years of teaching, I was always very nervous for Meet the Teacher, but now honestly, I'm just pumped and I cannot wait to see my students from last year. I cannot wait to meet my new students, and I'm really frustrated right now that my air conditioner keeps blowing my hair across my face and it's tickling my nose. Excuse me. So, Meet the Teacher is not until the afternoon. So you're probably wondering like why I'm wearing this and I have no makeup on. It's because I plan to change, and that's one of the first tips I have for you. If your Meet the Teacher is not first thing in the morning, bring a change of clothes, because personally, I start working in my room and I get sweaty and I get crows. So I usually go ahead and just do my hair and makeup and change in the afternoon before Meet the Teacher. So I'm gonna go ahead and head to school and then I will show you all what I am setting up. Before I do anything else, I wanted to go ahead and talk to you about what I have out on student desks for Meet the Teacher. First, I have out their agenda book. Now, one of the things I need to do this morning is put their name, teacher, and grade up at the top. However, I made labels last night, so I'm just going to quickly put those in there, and it should be not very time consuming. Then I have the 4th grade handbook. Now, I get asked about this like little flipbook template very often. I have used this for 3 years now. I absolutely love it. I bought this template from Learning in Wonderland. It is an editable template, so I'm gonna link it down in the description box if you are interested. Highly recommend it because you print on 3 different pieces of paper, which I use 3 different colors, blue, green, and pink. And then what you do is you just line up the 3, 4, and 5, fold it over and staple. You don't have to do any cutting, which is very hard to find for a lot of flip books. Now, I'm not going to show you contact information, but classroom management, we just talk about our expectations, and then Cup Kudos, which is our school-wide incentive program. Then for communication, we talk about our Wednesday folders and agenda books. Then some of our like information policies, we talk about homework and redos, and then the bathroom, and then our schedules are down here. So we all follow the same daily schedule, and then we have our cultural arts schedule. And on the back, I always just put a spot for notes in case the parent wants to write down any notes. The next thing I put out is the Meet Your 4th Grade Teachers letter. Now, this is a template in my TPT store, so I will link this in the description box. There are different options. You're able to edit this text, there's different images here. This is the 4 like square layout, and there's also a like 3 section layout, and there's one that's blank, so you can add in whatever information you want down here. I use the 4 section layout because we have 4 teachers, so each one of these is for a different teacher in 4th grade. And something new we're trying this year is instead of putting our actual pictures, we put our Bitmojis. So with your Bitmojis, you can either save it from your phone and send it to your computer and just insert it in, or on Google Chrome, there is an extension for your Bitmoji, and then it's super easy just to copy and paste it into the template. The next thing we have out is a little gift for the students. I have done glow sticks for about the past 3 years because it's super easy. You can get a 20 pack of glow stick bracelets from the dollar store for $1. So for my class, it took about $2 to get enough. I also love that it's really easy with this little tag. I just hole punch it twice down here and slide in the glow stick. So it's really, really simple. This tag is not in my TPT store yet, but I will go ahead and add it in as soon as I can. The last thing we have out on their desk is an emergency info form. I did not make this. This is something my team has been using for a while. But what we do is each student fills this out, and then we actually copy them forward to a page, and then we put them on a little ring and have them by our desk. So if an emergency happens, we can quickly grab that and take it with us. Another thing I have to get done before my students come for Meet the Teacher is labeling their lockers. Each of our students have a locker out in the hallway. It doesn't lock or anything, it's just a place for them to put their things. Now, some teachers do use magnets because the lockers are metal and the magnets will stick, but then the students can move them around and like change them, and I don't want them to be able to do that. So I actually just use Scotch shipping tape. It sticks to the lockers really well, but it comes off pretty easily and does not leave a residue. Now, in case you are wondering, these like locker tags that I'm using are actually my Sterilite mini drawer labels, so I will link them down in the description box. I absolutely love using a set of labels for multiple things. These come in rainbow colors and also black and white, and they are editable, so I just pop my student names in there and I'm ready to go. I also have to put student name tags out on desks. Now, we don't typically leave these up all year because we have 3 different kids that sit at the desk. It's really just a formality for Meet the Teacher in like the first week of school, but I'm using the exact same labels for my name tags because it's super easy, but I did color code them, so they're color coded by the group, and it's going to match the colors of the bins over there. So I will have a pink group, a green group, a blue group, and a purple group, and that will be by the color of their name tag. And also worth mentioning, the reason I love using these as name tags is because they perfectly fit with a roll of tape. So I just need 1 piece of tape to cover the entire thing, which is a huge time saver. Now, we use like community supplies, so basically our students keep, you know, a couple pencils, a couple little cap erasers, a glue stick, and then they turn the rest of their supplies into us and we hold on to it, and then throughout the year as they need more, they come to us and we give them more. So we do collect their supplies at Meet the Teacher night for those students who do come. Otherwise, we collect it from them on the first day of school. I typically like to just have big bins out, that way my students can put their materials in the bins, and I'm going to label them. These are my assorted bright labels, but in the black color. These are the 2" by 4" labels, and I just put the different things that I'm collecting, like sticky notes, highlighters, pencils, cap erasers, all that good stuff. So I'm going to use double-sided sticky tape to adhere them to the front of the bin. That way it's super straightforward for the parents and the students. So my desks are all laid out, and you will notice some of the chairs have boxes sitting on them. Our students can opt to buy a school supply kit, and it will have everything that they need inside of it. So those were delivered to our classroom earlier today. I just set them on their chair so that they are ready to go if they come to Meet the Teacher. If not, I have them go through them on the first day of school. But here's what their actual desks look like. So I have the emergency info sheet, the hello, meet your new teachers, whatever, letter, and then the handbook, and then their agenda books, and then their glow stick. All right, it is now lunchtime and I feel good. Everything that needs to be done is done. I've been kind of around my room doing little things that I needed to do. You know how as you're setting stuff up, you're like, oh yeah, I need to do that and I need to do that. So I've been getting all those little things done. I'm sure there's still things that I have not even thought of, but it's currently about 12:30. Meet the Teacher starts at 2:30. So I'm going to eat lunch, change clothes and get ready, take some pictures with my team teachers, and then just relax and get excited to meet my students. But first, I did want to go ahead and show you the stations and my layout of my Meet the Teacher night. So this is the setup outside of my classroom door. Pretty basic. I just put some flowers out here in a vase from the dollar store, and then I have this welcome sign that tells them to sign in and then go to the next station, and then a very simple sign-in sheet. This is the view as you walk into the classroom. I put the Station 1 sign right here so it was nice and visible. Station 1 is just telling them to go find their desk and put their book bag and supplies there, but do not start unpacking. Then they will come back to Station 2, which is over here on the back table. This is where I set up all of their supplies. So it tells them to use the paper below to sort their supplies if they brought them. So I made up this little sheet and it just tells them what to put in their pencil pouch, what to put in their desk, what to put in their lockers, and then any other supplies that they have, they will sort into these bins. Now these bins are from Lakeshore Learning. I will link them down in the description box. I actually will house all the extra supplies in these all year long. I just will put them in my cabinet after the first day of school. So I labeled all of these. Now you will notice the bins in the back come up higher. So what I did, because when I had them side by side, you couldn't see the label on this back bin because it was covered up by that bin. So I had these like task card boxes. These come from Michael's. They're actually photo cases, but I had them sitting in my closet. So I just put one under each bin to kind of rise it up. That way it created like a tiered kind of look and you could see all of the labels. And I didn't have enough of these big bins. Oh no, I need to fix this. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna have to find out another solution because that is not sticking. Whatever, I will fix that later. But I have these two little bins. These are from, I think, Really Good Stuff. I got them off of Amazon, so I will link these as well. I use them for like centers and things throughout the year, but I went ahead and just labeled those with some of the smaller supplies. Next, students will come here to Station 3, and Station 3 is more so for the parents. It tells them have your guardian complete the transportation form, which is right here, but I also put out a volunteer form. I didn't want to make that like a specific station because I didn't want a parent to feel bad if they couldn't volunteer. So I just kind of put it right here next to the transportation form. So hopefully they will see it and complete it if they can volunteer. And I just put out some clipboards on either side and a little box that has some pens. Also, quick tip about the pens, I recommend not putting out like your favorite pens because oftentimes people will walk away with them, not on purpose, but you know, they have the pen in their hand and they forget and they take it with them. And I've lost a lot of my favorite pens that way. So now I just use very cheap pens that I have. Then students will come over here to Station 4, which is my favorite. This is the photo station. So it says, have your guardian take a picture of you as a 4th grader. Last year I did a photo frame, which was fun, but this year I thought I would try this big inflatable balloon. I got this from Target. It was $6, so it's kind of expensive for a balloon, but I was able to blow it up myself, and I'll just have the students pose with this. Also, one more tip, try to vacuum your carpets before Meet the Teacher night because I feel like it just makes a very big difference. Now, you can either bring a vacuum from home, you can beg your custodians to do it, or if your custodians have a vacuum but they're busy, maybe they'll let you borrow it so that you can vacuum your rugs or carpets and just make them look nice and clean. One last little thing I am doing before my students come, because of course I keep thinking of little things, is making a slide to display on my board. Now, we don't have a full like PowerPoint that we go through. That actually is done at back to school night, and we already have made our PowerPoint. Now these slides are editable. They are my open house / back to school PowerPoint slides or something like that. So I will link them in the description if you are interested. They come in different colors. They come in PowerPoint and Google Slides. So this part is already done for back to school night. I literally just need one slide to display on my board. So this just says, welcome to Meet the Teacher night. Please complete the stations in order. And I put on here where each station was located, just in case someone's having trouble finding one. But I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm like, well, this is during the day. Like our Meet the Teacher is at 2:30. It's not really at night. So I want to cover up this night. So I'm going to show you a little trick. You can come up here to the shape tool, go to shapes and do a rectangle and then just draw it over top of the word. And I'm going to make the fill white so it blends in with the background, and I'm going to make the border transparent. So then you can't even tell that that word night was there. I can make these words bigger and see how now it's behind the white. I want to bring these to the front. So I go to order, bring to front. Now they're on top, and then I can make them larger as well so it's easier to read, maybe 28. No, I want that all in one line. So there we go, 22. I'm just going to display this full screen on my smartboard during Meet the Teacher. That way it gives them a little bit more information. So now you can see the slide in the background. I have frozen it on my screen so I can still use my computer, but that will stay up on my smartboard. I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair, do my makeup, get changed so I'm ready to go. And then, like I said, I'm just gonna sit and relax and get excited. And show you all my outfit. I'm keeping it pretty simple. I have these blue earrings from Charming Charlie, this black and white striped shirt that I got from H&M a couple of years ago, this blue skirt that I got from Amazon. I actually have this now in 5 different colors. I absolutely love it. Plus it has pockets. And then these black shoes I got from Sears, again, several years ago. Final last minute thing. I realized I wanted to put an area for parents to donate if they were able to. So I just wrote out with dry erase marker, if you're willing to donate. And then on sticky notes, I put some things. So I have wet wipes, bright colored paper, white cardstock, puffy mints, dum-dums, laminating pouches, snack baggies, and gallon baggies. Meet the Teacher is now over. It was from 2:30 to 3:30, so here's kind of the aftermath. I had a little bit over half of my kids come, which was a pretty good turnout. This table looks pretty good. Note to self, next year when I do this, I need to have a spot for them to put the completed forms because I forgot to do that. I ended up grabbing that black basket that I have right here as like my homeroom turn-in bin, and I put that back on the back table for them to turn it into, but I totally spaced on that. This area looks really good. They did a nice job organizing their supplies. I think I'm actually gonna leave this out because any of my students who didn't come today will have to sort their supplies on Tuesday, our first day of school. So I'm just gonna leave these bins out until then, but I'll go ahead and clean up the sign and the extra papers. This area looks good. I'm happy my balloon did not get popped. And then these are like some of the cardboard boxes that got thrown away. And then all of my tissues are over here on this counter. So this spot right here, this cabinet is going to be for tissue. So I'm going to go ahead and put those away, clean up my signs, and then I am ready to go for Tuesday. My last little suggestion for back to school or meet the teacher, I actually have a bin that I keep in my closet. This is where I put all of my signs and things so that when it happens every year, it's real quick just to grab this bin, I can get it all out and then put it back in here at the end. So if you have enough space to store it in a bin like this, definitely recommend having one. I just went through and counted. It looks like I got to meet 20 out of about 30 of my students. So 2/3, pretty good turnout. Overall, it seems like I have a lot of really, really sweet kids. Some of them I do already know because I coach Girls on the Run and I had them last year, or I also helped to run one of the SGA committees, so I know some of the students, which is always really great. I got to see a ton of my students from last year. They all came back to visit me, and like it made me kind of sad to see them go on, but at the same time I'm like, you know what, I had my chance to love them, I prepared them, now they can go on and let another teacher love them and learn and grow, and it's all good. But I do miss them very, very much, but I will still get to see them around school. I did have 2 of my students from last year come and bring me these little gifts. This was super cute. They are sloth gummies. I've gotten some of these from some of my subscribers, but it was really cute to see my student find them and think of me and bring them to me. And then this is, I think, a magnet from someone's vacation to San Diego. I'm a little bit jealous. I am gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. That's kind of another like last little tip, is that I do not stay late on Meet the Teacher or open house or whatever. As soon as it's done, I like to go ahead and get out of here because I deserve it, and I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna have some me time, and I highly suggest that you do the same. If you enjoyed this vlog, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. While you're at it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you are notified every time I post a new video. As always, thank you for watching. I love you all so much. Don't forget to think positive, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video and for supporting my YouTube channel. If you want to check out any of my older videos, you can use the 2 links right down here. If you want to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos, you can use the link right up here. The links to all of my social media sites, my Teachers Pay Teacher store, my merchandise store, and my Amazon store are in the description box, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.